going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about some really exciting rewards and unlocks for Season 1 Reloaded, a preview of what's next, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, there's plenty of brand new coverage going up over on detonated.com for those out there like myself who prefer articles over videos, and plenty of tweets every single hour on Detonated's Twitter. As an example, a couple days ago we put out this little tweet here on Detonated asking you guys which crossover you want to see the most in Modern Warfare 3 or even a future Call of Duty title. We have Billy Butcher from The Boys. I know we have a Boys collab coming with A-Train and Firecracker. We also have Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. We got Rick Grimes, who actually is leaked as of right now for a potential Walking Dead crossover launching with Season 2. And then we have John Wick. This has been a heavily requested crossover over the last couple of years, at least ever since Modern Warfare 2019. So let me know what your pick is down below in this video's comments. Now what's awesome is that both Sledgehammer Games and COD Updates have been talking about the event tab fix for MW3 and even Warzone. Like I mentioned in several previous videos now, but for those that may have missed out on them, the event tab has been broken for a number of people over the last couple of weeks, if not even a good month and a half. I know it's ridiculous for those out there that maybe don't watch content on YouTube or even check it on Twitter, so there's folks out there that might not know about the free unlocks and rewards through some various events. I mean, people out there could still progress through these events even if they don't have an event tab, but imagine how many folks out there just haven't been aware that there have been events in Modern Warfare 3. It's really unfortunate, but hopefully a fix for this does release before the end of Season 1 so that folks out there could at least see their progress in the upcoming Boys versus the 7 event, which we'll be talking more about in a minute. But as a reminder, again, if you guys just look at some content or your friend's account to see how the event tab actually works, what the milestones are that you have to hit, you can keep track of that, keep note, and you can still unlock all the rewards even if you can't see the tab for yourself. But you guys may be aware that after completing 8 weeks of Season 1 weekly challenges, you'll go ahead and unlock the Coherence Universal Camo. There's already a preview online, which I'll put on screen so you guys can see, of what that camo does look like when you do an inspect over in the firing range. But in terms of when week 8 challenges do release, as of now, according to the in-game timer, it looks like January 24th is the date when you can complete week 8 challenges to get this new Coherence camo. So that's going to be an exact week after the launch of Season 1 Reloaded. Now, it's unclear what happens after that though, since it mentions you have to do 8 weeks of challenges, even though there's 2 weeks after January 24th that there could still be something added in before the start of Season 2. It could just be some downtime, but maybe during that week or two where there aren't any more weekly challenges, that's when they add in the HRM SMG in the form of an armory unlock, or they just have it to where some other weekly challenges do release but don't progress you towards anything. There could be new aftermarket parts, there could be some surprises they end up dropping in the meantime there, or like I said, it could just be some downtime before Season 2 on February the 7th. We'll find out really soon though what the actual plan is here. Now before we get back into some more rewards for the mid-season 1 update, I do want to mention that the carry forward maps from Modern Warfare 2 don't seem to be live anymore in public playlists for MW3. They're still available to jump into via private matches, but it's unclear if these will return via a playlist at all during Season 1. Will they come back in Season 2? That's a question mark. Or it's even possible that they also cycle out the carry forward maps that we had live inside of MW3 and they replace them with some other ones that were popular picks from MW2 2022. Certainly a possibility, but obviously shipment doesn't really apply to what I just said. I'm sure there'll still be a pretty frequent shipment playlist rotation every now and again that gets mixed in with Meat, which has also been a really well-received new multiplayer map that got added during Season 1. But as far as more rewards go for Season 1 Reloaded and beyond, there's actually a number that I want to go through, which again, don't just apply to the mid-Season 1 update, could also apply to Season 2 and some future content updates. But going through first off, the upcoming Boys Looking Blueprint, which is a part of the Boys versus the 7 challenge event. I saw a joke online saying, how's it really a Boys versus the 7 event when there's nobody really from the Boys, you know, the group from the TV show, as an operator in Call of Duty? I guess aside from Starlight, everybody is from the 7, which is hilarious. But yeah, there is a Boys versus the 7 challenge event coming, and there'll be a number of challenges you can do, I believe, with just the souped up LTM that you can play in multiplayer. Doesn't look like you can do the challenges in Zombies or Warzone, although it is possible, and it looks like the reward for it's going to be a Boys themed blueprint. Last year with the MW2 collab we saw for the Boys, there were diabolical camo challenges. Doesn't seem like we're going to get any camo challenges this time around, but it's always possible. It's even possible we get other rewards as a part of this challenge event, like small cosmetics, whether they're loading screens, charms, calling cards, emblems, whatever the case may be, and then the final reward will end up being this blueprint that you can see on screen. But if you guys are looking for new camo unlocks, the good news is there are a number of camos that have leaked out. There's footage online already of these camos being inspected by folks out there that either hacked or use unlock tools to go ahead and force load these camos into their game. There's camos such as Blue Abyssal, Windfall, Hard Target, Neon Royal, Forest Gloom, Blue Tiki, Velvet, and even Ductile Plates. These camos do look really damn sharp, and I did mention these in a video a couple of weeks ago, but for those that missed out on that one, these camos seem to be tied to either some type of in-game challenge events where the final reward is going to be unlocking this camo, or could be a camo reward by doing multiple weeks of weekly challenges. I mean, looking at the Coherence camo, which of course wasn't even animated, and you can see footage of it that I put earlier in this video, that is just a reward for doing 8 weeks worth of challenges. You would think that after doing 8 weeks worth of different challenges across different game modes, you'd get an animated camo or something crazy, but I did see some debates online saying that it's cool if the final reward or the new universal camo isn't animated. It's cool to switch it up every once in a while. I wouldn't be shocked if one of these really cool looking camos though does get added in as a weekly unlock for season 2 or even beyond. I wouldn't even be opposed to them splitting up how the weekly challenge rewards work, where maybe it says complete 3 weeks worth of weekly challenges in season 2 and you get this camo, then complete 5 weeks and you get this camo, 7 weeks, so on and so forth. So on top of having the one reward like an aftermarket part for doing that specific week's worth of challenges, then having multiple camo unlocks for doing multiples of 2 or whatever the case is over the course of that season's challenges. Now what's also really interesting is a ton of blueprints also leaked out, which may indeed be releasing during season 1 Reloaded. Again, like the camos we just talked about, they could release anytime from now until who knows when, but these blueprints are probably tied to bundles that are exclusively going to be dropping during season 1 Reloaded, although we still have to wait for the patch to come out for the mid-season 1 update, because that'll probably have a new batch of bundles in there. There's a number of blueprints that were already revealed prematurely by forward leaks over on Twitter. This is a couple of weeks ago, so I've gone through and tried to pick out as many new blueprints as I could that aren't tied to any confirmed bundles that have been revealed yet, and there's actually quite a few. We're talking the Comet Carbine blueprint, which you saw in the initial reveal trailer for multiplayer, the Stellar Chances Orion looking blueprint, which looks to be a better version of Orion, the camo that we saw in Modern Warfare 2, the Mastery one. This is a better version of that. People out there might be upset about this one, right? Being able to unlock or buy a version of Orion that doesn't require all the grinding from last year's COD. There's something called an Exorcism blueprint. There's a blue themed one. There's a title lock with tracers, Frostbite Renetti blueprint, something called the Wirework KV inhibitor. You'll see the Neon Rise Cat AMR skin. There's a blueprint there for the XRK Stalker with a placeholder name. Something called the Ducky DM56. There's even a Galaxy Cluster Tracer blueprint, which looks pretty damn cool, as you'll see in a second, as well as an Access Denied blueprint for the Lockwood 680. Again, these could be tied to blueprints that are about to release before Season 1 Reloaded, or certainly blueprints that are going to be releasing with the mid-Season 1 update and will end up dropping at some point before February 7th. There's also a slim chance that these are rewards or blueprints that you have to buy that release during Season 2 and beyond. Figured I'd recap as much info as possible here in this video for what we're about to end up seeing either in the item shop or via weekly challenges, challenge events, or some other bonus offerings that have yet to be confirmed. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on everything we know so far about upcoming cosmetics and rewards for MW3, whether they're for Season 1 Reloaded or even beyond that? Leave all your thoughts down below. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.